Hello my friends, welcome back. How are you? I hope doing okay. Come on, let's go read the inspiration for the day. A friend told me this and it changed my life. You're not healing to be able to handle trauma, pain, anxiety, and depression. You're used to those. You're healing to be able to handle joy, to accept happiness back into your life. And that's unknown. Are y'all ready to see what I'm up to today? Does anybody know what this is? It's a donut mold. We're going to be making a home decor piece. Okay, I have my resin out here and I chose these Pixis alcohol inks in latte and caramel. This is really the closest things I had to the color of a donut. So I'm going to spray a little bit of alcohol in the mold, and now I'm going to get my resin, which is 60 milliliters of Let's Resin Epoxy. And we're going to go ahead and pour a little bit down in the mold and just get the surface filled up, and then I'm going to stop and I'm going to get my alcohol inks. This is the caramel, and I'm just going to drop a few drops in there. Okay, now we're going to pour some resin over that and try to get those inks to drop a little bit. I didn't know if I should put the sinker white in there to drop the inks because I thought it might mess the donut color up. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some more alcohol inks. And then I'm going to go ahead and finish pouring the resin into the mold. And this 60 mils didn't quite fill the mold up, but I'm happy with where it's at because it's almost full. So I'll just, it'll leave a little bit of a lip when I demold it, and I'll just sand that off because I want my donut to be flat on the bottom. How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone's doing okay. I'm doing pretty good. Okay, I'm going to use my heat gun and I'm going to heat the resin up a little bit, get those inks to moving, and then pop some of those surface bubbles. Hopefully. You never know where those bubbles are hiding at, do you? Especially when you have something, you know, dark like this that you can't see them. Okay, now we're going to spray some alcohol and then we're going to let it cure. Okay, while that's curing, we're going to do step 2 for our project. Okay, here I have a canvas laid out here on some cups, and then I have 4 cups spread out, and we're dividing my resin into those 4 cups, which is 80 milliliters. Okay, now I'm going to speed the video up a little bit because all we're doing is mixing our colors and dropping them on the canvas. And I'm using, for the blue, I'm using the Liquitex Basics Light Blue. The purple is Master's Touch Thick Body Acrylic in Brilliant Purple. The white is Master's Touch Acrylic in Titanium White. And the black is Liquitex Acrylic, and it's a Mars Black. And now I'm just going to stir those up into my resin. And the canvas here that I'm using, you guys, is just a dollar store canvas. And I was looking for a different kind of canvas when I went to the store because I'm out of the ones that I wanted to use. Because I made about 6 of these for a lady prior to this. So I used every one of them that I had. And when I went to the store to get the ones that I wanted, they didn't have any. And I didn't have time to run to the next city over and get some more. So I had to opt for these right here. And I'm going to explain to you why I don't like using these when we get later on in the video. But this canvas right here does have a back to it, and it has the wood base around it, and then the staples are stapled into it, and the canvas stretched and stapled onto the wood. But it's not stretched really good because it's, you know, a dollar store canvas. I wanted the canvases that was just it looks like a piece of cardboard. It doesn't have the canvas pulled and the staples in it. It's just a flat piece. That's what I wanted for this project. Okay, I dropped some of that Sailmaker by Colorpore so we could try to get some sails in our canvas. And I'm just using my heat gun to move those colors around a little bit. And now I'm going to go ahead and scrape my cups out and empty the colors onto the canvas. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Now we're going to play with the colors on the canvas and see, you know, what kind of creation we can make. And I'm just going to play with them until I'm happy with it. I don't really like this tool, so I'm going to switch to another one. Okay, this is just a silicone tipped one. You can get these at the Dollar Tree for, you know, a little bit of nothing, and they're fabulous, you know, to do resin with. And I'm just taking it and moving it across my canvas. Do y'all see those sails forming already? And I'm just swiping it, you know, all kinds of different ways until I'm happy with what I get on my canvas. Okay, I'm going to add some more color because I had some resin left over, and I mixed up a white and a blue. So I'm going to add some more of that to my canvas. And now I'm going to go ahead and use my silicone brush again and brush around until I'm happy with what I see. You know, you can just keep playing around with it and adding colors to it until you like what you see. There's no wrong or right way to do this. Okay, I'm going to get my heat gun, and I'm just going to heat that resin up a little bit so I can get it moving a little bit more. I want to bring that black out from underneath all those colors. And I'm just going to dip down there on my, my paper and bring some of that color up here too. See, now I'm getting some of that black out from underneath the canvas. But I'm wanting some more black in it. So we may add a little bit of black alcohol ink since I don't have any resin left over. We may just add a few drops of alcohol ink to it. And I'm just picking that resin up off of the paper and bringing it on the edges. And I'm going to spray a little bit of alcohol, and that's going to get my resin to moving a little bit for me. Now I put 2 drops of that alcohol ink onto my canvas, and I'm going to add some more white and blue to it. And then I'm going to use my silicone brush here and keep swiping around on my canvas. Oh my, look at those sails, you guys. I hope I can keep some of those sails on my canvas. Okay, I'm starting to really like how it's coming together right now. I'm going to do a few little bitty swipes. Look at those sails. Oh, I hope I can keep those there, you guys. You never know what it'll do. It could cure and they can be totally gone. You know, you never know. And I don't want to add any more of the sail maker because I'm not sure if it will mess up, you know, I'm not sure if it'll react differently if I put too much on it. Okay, I think I'm happy here, you guys. I do have some sails in there. I don't know if they'll be there later on when it cures, but we're going to hope for the best. Okay, I covered it. This is an hour later, and let's open it and check and see what's underneath there. It can still look different from what we're going to look at too, because it's only been an hour. Okay, I lost a little bit of those sails, but I didn't lose them all. Hopefully, it will stay like this. Okay, we're going to cover it and leave it alone. All right, I'm back, and here it is, you guys. It's fully cured. Let's take a look at it. Oh, I did get some sails in it. I didn't get a lot. It's not what I hoped for, but I didn't lose them all. I think it's beautiful. What do you guys think? Do you think it's pretty? See, there's the sails through there. I think it turned out so pretty. See, that's the canvas, the back of the canvas. Really, if you're going to be making like, using one of these canvases, you really want to pour resin in the back of the canvas so that, you know, it'll stretch that canvas a little bit more and you won't have dimples on the front of your piece. But we're not doing that. We're doing something totally different. Oh no, y'all, this donut is way too dark. Look at that. It looks burnt. We got a burnt donut. Y'all said, no, you got a burnt donut. I'm going to have to make this donut over. No, that doesn't even look cute. Okay, I'm going to remake that donut, y'all. All right, we're back. I remade the donut, and we're not going to be using that one. It's burnt. We're going to use this one right here. And how I achieved that look was I used the Latte Pixis alcohol ink, and I put some of the Sinker white behind it. And this is the color it gave us. Now, I got this UV resin off of Amazon. I was just curious to try it because I see, you know, a lot of people using it. So I thought, well, I want to give it a try. You know, it's reasonably priced, so I want to give it a try. I squirted a hefty amount into my little mixing cup down here, and I'm going to add some of that mother of pearl mica powder to it and stir it up really good. And this is going to be our icing for our donut. I'm smelling, you know, a little bit of smell coming from this UV resin. So it does have a little bit of a smell to it. It's not real strong, but it definitely has a smell to it. I have some embellishments over to the left of me that we're going to decorate our donut with so that we could save on time and y'all wouldn't have to watch me digging for them. And now I'm just going and dropping our icing onto our donut. And this is making me hungry for a donut. I love donuts. We have a really good donut shop in our town. Does anybody else have a really good donut shop in your town? I mean, one that's super close by and you can just run down there in the morning, grab a box of donuts and come home and just, you know, watch a good show on the TV while you're just eating those donuts. Okay, I'm going to change cups here because that one's got some of the icing on it from our donut. So I'm just going to switch the cups out and get a clean cup. And now I'm going to get my UV light out and we're going to go ahead and cure that icing up right quick. And let's see how this UV resin performs. and see how it cures up. I flipped the donut over and cured it on the bottom, and it's still got it's sticky, real sticky. And I'm not used to that because I use Let's Resin and J. Diction UV resin, and I'm just not used to my pieces being sticky like that. And I did let it cure, you know, for extra 5 minutes. So I'm not sure what that's about. But I'm going to go ahead and take my UV bonder here, and I'm just dropping, oops, they spilt out. I guess we'll just use them right here. I made some dots on my donut with the UV bonder, and I'm just going to drop my beads onto those little dots, and then I'm going to shake some glitter onto the dots. And that way you won't be able to see where I put the UV bonder at. And I'm just adding my beads and then not fully curing it, just curing it enough to make the bead set on there. And then I sprinkled some of that glitter on there so you won't be able to tell where the UV bonder is at. Okay, I'm going to let that cure up. And there it is. Now let's get our embellishments out. I chose this scoop of ice cream and an ice cream cone. And I made the ice cream cone, but I didn't make the scoop. And I'm going to bond these together. Isn't that cute? And then we're going to put it on our donut right over here somewhere. Okay. Look at that. Isn't that cute? We're going to put it somewhere over here. And then this is a cute little bead. It's got purple in it. We're going to put it right about here. And then I have this cute little heart with white around it. And I'm going to move that bead to the left a little. Oh, goodness. It keeps falling. I'm trying to just see where I want everything before I start bonding it to the donut. Okay. Now I have some cute little pieces of candy here. They're just embellishments. So I'm going to put a few of those on the donut and see how I like them. And we'll just put a few more of these on here, and then we'll go ahead and cure these pieces up. Okay, now I got this little bitty donut here, and we're going to find a place for it on the big donut. Let's put it right about there and move that heart over a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to put a dot of that UV bonder there, and I'm going to go ahead and bond some of these embellishments onto the donut. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and bond my bigger pieces onto the donut. Okay, now I'm going to put some of this liquid fusion glue onto this cup here. And then I'm going to get my little stick here and put a little dot on the donut and put these pretty holographic hearts on the donut. There's some real teeny tiny hearts in here, and then a bigger heart in here. I'm going to put 2 of the tiny ones on top of the ice cream scoop there. And we'll put 1 over here on the little piece of candy. And then I'm going to add a few around the donut. And I'll take you in closer here in a minute to let you see these beautiful silver holographic hearts. Okay? Can you see them? They're flashing when I turn the donut. They are beautiful. What do you guys think? Do you think the donut's pretty? I think it's coming together nicely. Let's go ahead and cure all of that up. Okay, all of that's cured. Now I'm going to clean my station up a little bit. And let's go ahead and get our canvas out. And since I don't have the right canvas that I need, we're going to have to improvise here, you guys. So I'm going to take my blade here and we're going to cut the sides of the canvas. I know I didn't want to do this, but this is what we're going to have to do to make it work. So I'm just going to slice down the side of that canvas on each side of it so I can get the top of the canvas off, because we can't fit the whole canvas into the next part of our project. And I'm going really slow with my blade, taking my time so I don't slip off and scratch the front of the canvas. Now I'm going to try to carefully get these ends here. Okay, I got that one. Now let's try to get this one. Oh, that took some of the canvas with it, you guys, from the front. But I'm hoping when we put this into the next piece that won't show. That's why I don't like doing it this way. Okay. Now I'm going to reach over here and get my frame. And this is one of the shadow box frames. And I took the back of it off. So we're going to take the back of it and lay our canvas inside of it. And I'm just taking that lip and bringing it over the edge of the back of the frame. Okay? And I hope when we put the other part of the frame on that you won't be able to see that chip that we took out of the canvas. How does that look? I think that looks so stinking cute. Okay, now let's get the top of our shadow box and put it over it and see how it looks. And it's going to work, you guys. You cannot see that. Yes! Okay, I'm going to get one of my names out of here. It says epoxy me that. And we're going to put it down here in the right-hand corner. I'm going to get some of my Gorilla Glue out. This is my favorite glue to use, and I'm going to put a hefty amount on the back of the donut here. And I took my file and went over some of the edges on the donut. We need to wipe this canvas off so we don't glue any of the glitter down on it. And I'm using a terry cloth towel to do that with so it doesn't scratch my canvas. Okay, I'm going to make sure I center the donut right in the center. I can pretty much eyeball that. And then I'm going to take my name here and I'm going to put it right down on the bottom and put some glue on the back of it. Okay, we're back and everything is dry. It's beautiful, you guys. I'm absolutely loving how this turned out. I hope this inspired someone else to do something like this too. These are beautiful. They look so pretty inside of a frame. And I'm going to be making 2 of these. Okay, here's the canvases you want to use for this. I'm going to take my little Cricut tool here and open it up so you can see what I'm talking about. I didn't have these when I was making it, so I didn't have one on hand. But I wanted to go pick one up to show you guys. See, it's flat canvas. That's what you want to put inside the frame. See, you take the back of the frame off and slide this in there, and then put the back of the frame on. And it fits perfectly. But we had to improvise here, so no biggie. It still turned out really good. And you can also do it the way that I did. You know, you don't have to have the flat canvas. You just have to be really careful when you're taking that blade and going on cutting the top of the canvas off so you don't slip and cut in the center of the canvas. Okay, now I'm going to close up our frame and we are finished. There it is, you guys. Let me know what you guys think about this. I absolutely love it. I'm going to be making 2 of these as a set. Well, it's about that time, my friends, for a sweet goodbye, and I will see you tomorrow. God bless you. Goodbye, my friends.